us coming out here and doing the work of Yahweh Shemel Shai, looking at it like we taking the biggest L. We actually taking the biggest W, man.
That's right.
All right? Because look at everything the Lord just said that's gonna happen to His servants. That's nothing but pluses, man. That's nothing but good things, man. When shit hit the fan, His servants gonna be eating. So man, yo, you gonna be eating good, feeling full, walking around. You gonna be glowing. You gonna be glowing while everybody else look dull and dead, man. You gonna be looking, shit, the Lord might be having us looking healthy in that day, man, just to make these people feel even more ashamed, man. We're gonna be laughing at these motherfuckers, man, rejoicing in the name of Yahweh Shemel Shai, singing praises to Him, man. While these people sitting there crying, mourning, ashamed, man, and damn that cursing the Lord, man. Go ahead up.
And ye shall leave your name for a curse unto my chosen, for the Lord God shall slay thee, and call his servants by another name, that he who blesseth himself in the earth shall bless himself in the God of truth, and he that sweareth in the earth shall swear by the God of truth, because the former troubles are forgotten, and because they are hid from mine eyes. For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered nor come into mind. But ye shall, be you glad and rejoice, forever in that which I created. For behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing, and her people a joy. And I will rejoice in Jerusalem and joy in my people, and the voice of weeping shall be no more heard in her, nor the voice of crying. You know, so that's what the brother was going into, man. The Lord's gonna top the old deliverance that He did in Egypt, all the old wondrous works that He did, you know, in the past. He's gonna top that, man. That's right. Okay, the scriptures say that He's gonna create a new heavens and a new earth, man. He's about to top Genesis 1, bro.
That's right.
The Lord about to come and top Genesis 1, man. He said He's gonna create a new heavens and a new earth, man. When the kingdom come, we're gonna see a manifestation of beauty that not even Adam saw, man.
That's right.
You know?
It's gonna be far out, man. It's gonna be oh man.
Yep.
Speechless, man. Go ahead.
Yup. These people ain't gonna mourn no more. It's gonna be, yeah, man. And it's Isaiah 11, Salaki, 11 and 10. It says, in that day there shall be a root of Jesse, which shall stand for an ensign of the people. And to it shall the Gentiles seek, and his rest shall be glorious, man. The root of Jesse is Yahushua, man. Right? And it says the Gentiles shall seek is the Israelite foreigners, man. Right? Not these other nations, man.
Which we all would consider Israelite foreigners, man, because we all lost our heritage, man. That's why we calling on Yahweh Shai, how we calling on them, man.
That's right.
That's why we calling on Yahweh Shemel Shai, we calling on them, man.
That's right.
All right?
Verse 11, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria, and from Egypt, and from Pathros, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea, man. So that remnant, he's gonna gather the elect, man, from all them lands that we were scattered because we was under those curses, man. Deuteronomy 28 chapter, 15 on down, man. And we got scattered, so the Lord, He's gonna gather His elect from the four winds, from the four corners, man. And it says, verse 12, it says, and He shall set up an ensign for the nations, and assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim, man. Yeah, man. So when the Lord gathers His elect, man, we're not gonna envy each other, man. We just gonna be one. We're gonna have the law, statute, commandments in our inward part, man. And you can see it on a small level. The brothers in the truth, we're not envying one another, man.
That's right.
We coming back to Yahweh Shemel Shai, know that we are a nation, man. We're not against each other, man. We for each other. We helping each other.
Yeah, Yahweh Shemel Shai is gonna mend our nation back together, man.
That's right.
Okay? He gonna make us whole again, man. Yeah, He gonna close the breaches, right? Brother was saying, man. All right? Because like the scriptures say that the head is sick, the whole body is sick, man. All right? Yahweh Shai will come and heal us, man. He gonna heal us and fix us up, man. That's all it is. He's just gonna fix us up. You feel me? Fix us up. All right.
Right.
Or it's gonna be like our annual checkup, but this time it's gonna be our last time getting checked up, man. Cause he gonna give us the ultimate cure, man, which is putting those law, statutes, and commandments in our inward parts, man. Never to go off again, never to die again. Okay?
God, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 13, verse 47. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a net that was cast into the sea and gathered of every kind. Verse 48. Which, when it was full, they drew to shore and sat down and gathered the good into vessels, but cast the bad away. Verse 49. So shall it be at the end of the world, the angels shall come forth and sever the wicked from among the just. And that's why we do this work, man, because we want to be the just, man. Because the angels are going to cut off the wicked, man. And how are they going to do that? Verse 50. And shall cast them into the furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. And this was Yahushua, okay, speaking these words, man. These are the red letters, man. So the Lord's coming back, man, to gather his elect and to throw you wicked 2/3 into the fire, man.
That's right.
With the rest of these heathens, yo. That's why we're giving you the warning. All right, to get the blood off my hand. Because we know perilous times is coming, man. Evil times is coming.
This Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such have afflicted him, and made no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for, and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach.
You see, when the Lord delivered us from Egypt, Pharaoh and them Egyptians was begging us to tell the Lord to bless them, man. But this time when we get delivered, hey, niggas gonna be hating. Ain't gonna be no telling Lord to bless us. Nigga, fuck these guys, kid. These guys. They go, you know, the dudes that know us personally gonna be calling us by our government names. This dude, John, the St. John from the block, bro. Him? What the fuck? Fuck. I should listen to him that day. He told me he was done with the hood life, man. It was gonna be too late, man. Go ahead,
That's why the scripture says wailing and gnashing of teeth, man. That's gonna be you 2/3, man. You're gonna be shocked when you see the elect man get beamed up into the chariots and you sitting there about to take a nuke with your devil, with your daddy, the devil, which is known as Esau, man.
That's right. Verse 4. We fools accounted his life madness, and his end to be without honor. How is he numbered among the children of God, and his lot is among the saints? Therefore have we erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness has not shined unto us, and the sun of righteousness rose not upon us. You want me to read back? Verse 4. We fools accounted his life madness, and his end to be without honor.
That's gonna be everybody else. That's gonna be all the 2/3, man. Because to be real, the ones who's really gonna be ashamed in our deliverance is our own people, man. Okay? Because we telling these heathens, we telling these Edomites, but hey, at the end of the day, the kingdom was not for them in the first place, man. Okay? The kingdom is for Israel. So when they see us, they gonna be like, damn, man, we should have listened to this guy, and I could have been getting saved too, man. I could have sworn this nigga was a nigga, man. He ain't look like the Lord was dealing with him. He ain't had no fucking education. He ain't have a bachelor's, man. This guy used to say America's gonna be destroyed, man. He ain't had no good job. Go ahead, up.
They said his end to be without honor, because the way these people view us, like, hey, 10 years from now, you niggas gonna be bums, man. You niggas gonna be bums. I'm gonna have a house, a white picket fence, and my wife gonna be bringing me out lemonade while you pitching tent under a highway. That's how niggas view us, man. That's why the scripture said they accounted his life, the end of his life without honor, man. That's how they see us, especially people of our own household, man.
Even in our deaths, man. Let's say if we was to die, these people, just because we doing this work, these people view us like, his death was worthless, and his death was worthless, man.
Verse 5. How is he numbered among the children of God? And how is his lot? And his lot is among the saints.
Yeah, and that's when they're gonna know that there was a prophet among them. Knowing why? Because at that moment, right before they die, you know, movies always tell you that. Right before you die, your life flashed before your eyes, and the Lord gonna at that moment show these niggas all the times we told them to get right, man, in all their past lives, man. In all their lifetimes, we was telling them, get right, 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 but they refused, man. They refused. Go ahead,
Therefore have we erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness has not shined unto us, which is Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and the Son of righteousness rose not upon us.
Yeah, because the Lord not dealing with everybody, man. From the jump, He not dealing with the whole nation of Israel. Not all the Israelites of Israel, man. He only dealing with a remnant, man. If it wasn't so, He would have never said. He would have never called those angels to go blind to blind 2/3 in Isaiah the 6th chapter, man.
This is 2 Corinthians 4:3. It says, but if our gospel be hid, it is hid unto them that are lost, man. That's 2/3, man. The gospel is hid to them, man. All right, because like the brother said, they was blinded, man. The Lord didn't send that angel to give them that understanding, man. He sent an angel to block them out, man.
And they lost it. They still asleep, man. All right, they still sleeping, man. When somebody awake, they know the house burning. When somebody's sleeping, they lost in the sauce. They ain't dreaming. They don't know the fucking. They don't even feel the flames under their bed, cooking their bed up, man. Because they in their sleep.
They start having a dream that the food.
Yeah. No. So, go ahead.
Verse 4 says, in whom the God of this world hath blinded them, has blinded the minds of them which believe not, man.
See, and it's saying right there, the Most High, this world, of our people, man, God, the supreme being God, man, of the whole world, of the whole universe, okay? Of all galaxies, of all cosmoses, man. He blinded them, man. He didn't want them to get it. Because He don't want everybody. He only wants the elect, man. The 144 and the 1/3. The rest of y'all gonna die, man.
Right. He used Satan to do it too, man. Like 2 Thessalonians say, man. With all deceivableness and lying wonders, man. Okay? So that they could perish, man, and they unbelief, man.
That's right. It says, verse 4 says, in whom the God of this world hath blinded by the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Yahweh Shai, who is the image of Yahweh, should be shined upon them, man. Yeah, man, they wasn't given that light. They wasn't given that understanding, man. They in total darkness, man, because they're blinded, man. All right?
Back to Matthew, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 13, verse 10. And the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? Right. That's the disciples telling who the world Italy calls Jesus. Why are you talking to these people in parables, man? Why are you speaking to them in dark riddles, man, dark sayings? Verse 11, he answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given.
Hey, Salah, I want to use this analogy, right? And it just coined me. If you look at the jail system or prison, right? When inmates are planning an escape, all right, they're not gonna sit there and just be like, hey, they're not gonna be in the rec room and be like, yeah, y'all boys, we're gonna jump the fence tomorrow. Nah, they gonna talk in code. You feel me? They gonna be like, yo, hey, you know, hey, tomorrow, 1 o'clock, hey, I'm gonna shoot that net. Hey, I'm gonna hit a brick. The other guy will be like, all right, I'm gonna hit that brick too. Then you know they gonna speak in codes, man. They speaking in parables. It's the same thing where it's coming out here. Even though it's so plain it's so plain what we saying, but only the elect gonna hear the code, man.
Right.
Only the elect hear that, hey, we gonna shoot a brick, all right? Only the elect know, hey, we getting delivered, man. The rest of these people can't hear it, man. Because the Lord didn't give it to them. The Lord didn't give them the lingo, man. We deciphered the code through the Spirit, man. They can't decipher it, man.
Hey, Lloyd said, the elect, Lord willing, only one know that the lyrics to the song. You feel me?
right.
Only one.
That's in
They
Revelation.
only one could get jiggy to it.
They
Man.
the only ones that know the choreography, the footwork. They the only ones who know that, man.
Right.
Know that song.
God. Matthew chapter 13, verse 10. And the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? Verse 11. And he answered and said unto them, because it's given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. But to them it is not given. For whosoever hath, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever hath not, for him shall be taken away, even that he hath. Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they seeing see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. Verse 14.
Because the Most High blind them, man. The Most High blind. That's why Yahushua told the disciples, it's for you only, man. In the roundabout way, Yahushua was telling the elect, don't worry about these niggas, man. These niggas gonna die regardless. You better listen to the word, man. It's for you, all right? And the reason I'm speaking in parables, because those that gonna hear it, they gonna understand it, and they gonna be just like you. They gonna come speak it. They gonna come hear it. They gonna come do what the word say. The rest of them, they never had it in the first place, nor can they understand the gravity of what we're speaking about, man. That's right. Go ahead, up.
Verse 14. And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which saith, by hearing ye shall hear, and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see, and shall not perceive. Verse 15. For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they should see with their ears, and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart.
Read it again. See with their eyes.
Slakia. Well, Slakia. My bad. For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes, and hear with their ears. Slakia. And should understand with their heart, and should be converted, and I should heal them. And that goes to the point that the Lord don't want to heal to all you so-called blacks, Spanish, and Native Americans. He wants you to bask in that fire, man. All right? For what you did to him when he was walking the earth, and what you're doing to his men, even to this very day.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay?
That's right. That's right.
Verse 16. But blessed are your
Oh,
eyes.
Salah, because the perfect example of them seeing with their eyes and not perceiving and hearing with their ears and not hearing it. Hey, these people see, they see it in the news. They see the shit going on with the world, but they can't perceive why it's happening. They don't really see it. They don't really see the full details of it, the full aspects. They don't see the in and outs. They don't see the doors opening and closing. They don't see the windows opening and shutting. All they see is Trump, Russia, China. That's all they see. It's just the big names. They don't see what's going on between it. They hear it, but they can't really perceive. They can't really understand it because we done told them Russia's gonna destroy America. So they hear it, but they don't want to believe it, man. Okay. Go ahead,
Verse 16. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear.
Yeah, blessed are our eyes and our ears, man. That's why we give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shemel Shai, man. That's
right.
Because he the one that allowed us to see and hear it, man. Because if he didn't, we would have been like the rest of these people, man.
That's right.
And that's the fearful thing about it, man. That's why you gotta continue staying this. That's why we was bringing out earlier was so dead on, man. It's fear that moves, man. It's fear that makes us want to stay in this, man. Because he showed us what's gonna happen. So
Right.
why the fuck would we? Why the hell would we leave it, man? Why the hell would we leave him again, man? Why would we turn our back towards him, man? Because we see the in and outs, man. We know why Russia and America dropping so much sanctions on each other. We know why North Korea keep testing those nukes, man. We know why all these countries being gathered in the Middle East, man. We know why every other year the CDC drop a little scare. We know why, man. We know why a little company is chipping their employees and making it seem like it's the coolest invention on earth.
Yep, making it trendy.
But you people don't see what's going on, man. Y'all don't understand it. Y'all don't hear it, man. Just like the brothers is getting to. Y'all don't know the choreography. Y'all don't know the song, man.
Last verse. For verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them.
That's talking to us now, man.
God.
That's talking to us. Because, hey, those prophets back in the day, why you think the prophets used to tell the Lord, when shall I be the part of the Son of Times? When is it going to happen?
Right.
When? I want to see it happen. And when it happen, where I'm going to be? Yo, that's exactly what the prophets tell the Lord. When it's going to happen and where I'm going to be at. Because I want to see it happen, man.